Om Shanti. Om Shanti. My dear brothers and sisters, it gives me great pleasure to know that today we are here from different backgrounds, from different professions, and yet we are here to share, to learn something which is very essential for one and all. And it is not merely for the professionals, but simultaneously, it is equally important for the sisters coming from the families. And it is said, the topic, renewing our mindsets for better governance. No doubt, it directly refers to the administrators and managers and executives, but I believe these are the roles that we have been allotted. But basically, what has to transform is the being. Unfortunately, we have started looking at everyone as human beings. When we meet anyone, what do we ask? What do you do? What are you doing? Know that. We need to know that also. But when it gets translated into our behavior, and we start looking at the person from that angle as to what he or she is doing, we tend to compromise with our basic values. I recall standing here nearly 27 years back when Honorable Chandrababu Naidu was the Chief Minister of Andhra. Yes. And he's the Chief Minister of Andhra today. At that time, we had an exhibition. And even before that, our youth wing used to paste value statements in all the government buildings, and they used to change it. Every day, they would change. And Chandrababu Naidu, when he used to go by the lift to his office, he would read that daily. And then he contacted the center in Hyderabad, and he was quite impressed by it. Then he started to know more and more about it. Later he went to Mount Abu also, and he also gave land in Hyderabad, where we have built a beautiful, beautiful retreat center called Shanti Sarovar. And I feel happy to share with you, he was the first person, first politician who had the background of value-based life. And he respected it, and he wanted this to be given to his MLAs and the officers also. I'm glad to share with you that I was there from Delhi in Hyderabad to give meditation course to the MLAs at that time, and also conducted course on stress-free living in Andhra Pradesh Secretariat. Of course, the Brahma. And today, I'm again happy to know that Sri Chandrababu Naidu is the Chief Minister, and he has also requested sisters that they should build same kind of retreat center here also as we have in Shanti Sarovar, Hyderabad. Let us see what happens. But why so much attention is given to spirituality, meditation, and values? If I tell you frankly, few years back, when we used to talk of spirituality, people used to make fun of us. They would ask us, is spirituality going to transform the world? Do you think you are just handful ones are going to transform the world, transform the things? At that time, we were also few. We also did not have that experience. But today, it is the demand of the society, the demand of the people. We have physical, emotional, mental, all kinds of things available. But tell me, when there is a challenge in life, when there are adverse circumstances and situations that we have to face, who comes to our rescue? Who comes to our rescue? Is it the rules and regulations? Is it the theoretical knowledge that comes? Dear brothers, sisters, no. No. You can put me, if I get sick, you can put me in the best ICU. But ultimately, what I have to go through is me. I have to face. And that power, what we call inner strength, from where do you get it? From where do you get it? There is no place outside in the world which can empower you internally. You yourself have to do it. You have to do it. You have to re-energize yourself. You have to renew yourself. You have to renovate yourself. No one is going to come to your rescue. The first thing is, for better governance, I need to govern myself first. Once, when Sri Shivarai Patel was the Speaker of Parliament, I asked him a question. How do you manage all these people? How do you take care of them? He made a very nice statement. He said, I don't control them. I only control myself. When I control myself, I'm able to control them. Similarly, first thing that we need to bear in our minds, immediately our attention, our full focus goes on others. But renewing means let it come towards the self first. I'm going to govern. I'm in governance. But Am I able to govern my own emotions? For small little thing, I get disturbed. I'm holding a position, I'm holding a status. Small little thing, small drone goes outside and it is able to disturb me. Destabilize my peace of mind. We need to discipline ourselves first. Look at ourselves first. And this requires what we call introspection, self-conversation, meditation, giving a thought to yourself. Throughout the day, we generally suggest to have traffic control of thoughts, which means the whole day this mind is thinking, thinking and thinking. If you ask yourself throughout the day, how many positive thoughts are there, constructive thoughts are there, how many negative, how many waste? Generally the answer is, a lot of wastage is there. Thought which is so powerful, a single thought can change a lot. And these thoughts, this thought energy is going waste. I need to check it. It is the thoughts that have made the beautiful things around us. It is the thoughts that enable me to perform best. And if my thoughts are being wasted, how am I going to renew that energy? Hence, dear brothers and sisters, we give a look at our thinking screen. What is happening over there? Through traffic control of thoughts, we learn throughout the day, if not much, 5 or 6 times, if I am able to keep silent for 2 minutes and look at the screen as to what is going on, what is right and allowed and what is not, I have an opportunity to divert my thoughts. This keeps me in good stead throughout the day. Generally, people I have seen in the offices, after a little while, they get up, go around, have a cup of tea, come back. Those who smoke, they smoke, and then they again come back to the work. All these things are addictions. But when you start looking at yourself first, through this traffic control thoughts procedure, you will find and experience says, your decision power becomes better. Lot of thoughts that go on, we hardly give them a pause. When we give them a pause, dear brothers and sisters, your intuition starts working. We don't allow our intuition to help us. Intuition, it is not that only some people are intuitive, all of us can be intuitive, all of us. Let us give it an opportunity. And I'm totally sure that when you think that way, give a little pause, allow your intuition to work, such decisions which were not in your mind at all. Sometimes you are going to take a wrong decision, but when there is a pause, it gives you time to think and you change your decision. This is our experience. Not only my experience, but the experience of good administrators. Similarly, we are karma yogis. We are karma yogis. We are not renunciates. We don't leave the world and go away. No, where will we go? Ultimately, we have to come back. And family is a system. These values that are attached to the family, I would say, they need to be brought into our working stage also. When I took over the charge of Om Shanti Retreat Center, I did not know a single person. They did not know me. And at times I used to get so upset as to what sort of people I have been provided. Once, my younger sister said to me, Didi, now it is your family. It is your family. You have to love them. This was really an awakening for me. And I changed my mindset totally. If in a family, a person is not born totally healthy, do we discount? No. What do? We accept. Similarly, in the field of administration, it is ego over there, and ego power is there, force is there. I would say, humbly request you, instead, now develop the mindset where you not only ask your people to change, to do, but you motivate them. You inspire them to transform themselves. How does it happen? Once, Mother Teresa, she said to some people belonging to executives arena, she said, you want to transform your people. Do you know them? Do you love them? If you know your people, if you love your people, they will definitely listen to you. Why is it that we make several times complaints that people nowadays don't listen? Why? Something is wrong somewhere. We are in the position, we are the leaders, we have to take the lead. And they look at us as examples. So, they are not that powerful as we are. Hence, it begins with me. Generally, when we come to a compromise or when we want to do something, who first? First, who will do it? And we keep waiting. Let her do it, do first. I recall a small little story. It seems there were two boys who were given a basket full of roses by their teacher, and they were asked, whoever smiled in Vijayawada, you just give one rose to that person. The boys came back, one boy came back in the evening, all in basket full of roses. The teacher said, why? You didn't find anyone smiling in Vijayawada? He said, no sir, everyone is so tense nowadays. New capital has to be built up, so everyone is so exerting around. No one's smiling. Acha. And after a while, there was a second boy who came, and when he came, his basket was empty. Teacher was surprised. How come his basket is full and his empty? Then where did you throw your roses? Sir, you did not ask me to throw roses. You said, whoever smiles, you give one flower to him. So I found So what I did, I went forward, I smiled, the person also smiled, I gave flower, and this is how I was. So, dear brothers and sisters, it is me who has to start first. Let me extend the hand of friendship first, and then it follows. Third thing that I would like to highlight is that we have to keep in our mind, people are not under me, but they are with me. This is what we learn from a founder. He always used to say to us that you are not under me, but you are my arms. You are my arms. An arm symbolizes power, and arm symbolizes cooperation. Similarly, the people working with us, if I look at them as my own family members and accept them as they are, accept them as they are, and also little appreciate them whenever there is an opportunity. These things, I tell you, they work wonders. Do I ever ask the people working around me, how's their family? How are they? I'm looking at them only as workers with me, my colleagues, but am I having little attitude of humaneness towards them? Sometimes people come with pain from their homes. Sometimes they are hurt. Sometimes they are under tension. We look at them, but do we really dare to ask them? This little act of kindness, few nice, sweet words of ours, they work wonders. I recall Dr. Abdul Kalam, when he was the President of India, we had invited him to Mount Abu, and he accepted, and later he introduced us to his secretary. And you know how he introduced him? He called him and said, "He is the pillar of my office." Just imagine. He is the pillar of my office. Now tell me, that secretary, will he do his work? Stay midnight or not? Definitely. And he used to do it. I know his secretary knows. He used to do it. Little appreciation. Always telling them you have not done this, how have you done this, and all this. No. Little appreciation is needed by everyone. Who doesn't need it? If we just give a little pat on the back of the person, well done, it motivates the person. It motivates the person, and the person will be able to do better performance. Similarly, do I really have the attitude wherever I am seated in the office? What is my attitude? Is my attitude there of giving? We are the servants of society, servants of public. Are we having the attitude that I have to give? Give, and give. Giving automatically brings results. But what is my attitude basically? when I have the attitude of giving, then, dear brothers and sisters, there are blessings that come, that enable us to move forward. And I do believe in it. If I start thinking, what am I going to get? I'm sure Andhra is very clean, but sometimes we hear about the offices as to why long back, I was speaking to youth and I asked one question. I said to them, very smart. You know what they said? They asked me a question. अगर फाइल को पहिया लगा दें तो उसमें हर्जा क्या है? Did you understand? फाइल को अगर मूवमेंट के लिए पहिया व्हील लगा दें तो इसमें what is wrong in it? हम उसको खर्चे में दिखा देंगे. I was stunned, surprised. This is the condition of a youth. So, when we belong to the deity religion, we belong to the land of deities. Land of deity, Devata. Devata means the one who gives. When we give, automatically we receive blessings. Giving does not mean giving some monetary help or this thing. I don't mean to say that. But do I have good wishes for everyone? Shubh bhavna, shubh kamna. Those good wishes, thinking always good and good for everyone. This is the mindset that I need to change. Similarly, patience, tolerance, these are few of those qualities that we need to bear in our minds when we are performing the office. And last but not the least, I would say we have to be spiritual engineers. Spiritual engineers meaning living in the world, be like a lotus, just as lotus is detached. The Maya does not spoil the beauty of lotus. Similarly, we have to live in the world, carrying yogi life, but be like Sakshi Drishta. Sakshi Drishta means perform your duty. If you have to suspend a person, suspend. Go by rules, go by laws, but simultaneously keep a balance. I remember one very senior officer, he was the Secretary of Health Ministry, Government of India. He was a very nice, kind person. He had to suspend a person, he did it. But after that, he went to his family. And when he went to his family, he narrated everything and then made arrangements for their living in somehow. He was in power, so he could do it. So balancing love and law, humility and authority. It is too harsh to be only lawful. People will dread to come to you. And if you're too loveful, people will too humble, people will not listen to you. So striking a beautiful balance between the two, which we learn through meditation. We are able to balance our qualities. Similarly, detachment I was speaking. We get so much involved that our whole mind, whole intellect gets absorbed in the work. But when you're totally absorbed, totally attached, right decisions don't appear. Give little. You remember when we were small children, we used to do one exercise, joining 9 points. You remember? And what was the trick? We had to go out of those 9 points and then join with all the points. Remember? That was the trick. Similarly, when we are totally engrossed in the problem, we are not able to see the situation as it is. We are not able to. Come out and then see. Be Sakshi Drishta, I said. What Srimad Bhagavad Gita says. Be like Sakshi Drishta. Sakshi Drishta means 2 things. When you are not influenced by the circumstances, and second, you are not affected by it. And you are able to keep yourself emotionally, eternally strong. You empower yourself by just being Sakshi Drishta. These were a few things that I wanted to share. No doubt, meditation is the remedy, and meditation helps us to discipline our mind, intellect, and our actions. It makes our relationships with the people better, and when relationships become better on the field of human beings, not human doings, then that humaneness allows us to have better governance. With these thoughts, I put a stop to my talk here. Thank you very much for being with me.